Mm. Tastes good.
Some good chicken.
Well, hello and welcome to a show that has been absent for quite some time. That could be because of a number of reasons. I'd like to argue it's solely because of Oscar.
I mean, we did just sit at HSC, so...
It's understandable.
Even before that, I still blame Oscar.
Let's just blame it on Oscar.
I mean, that's a fantasy opinion, but in reality, we all know it's Taffy's fault.
Sure. Well, anyway, welcome back to Between the Banter. I hope the wait wasn't too long.
We know you've all been waiting for
dying for another episode.
Edge of your
We've
seats
had
for 2 years.
multiple people wondering when the next episode was going to be, namely me and Oscar. But today we have a new guest.
us. One guest, not two.
One.
We're changing up the...
I mean, we could probably have two guests, but one's nice. It's a little bit more intimate.
It is, it is.
get to know Tyler in all his levels.
All the special ways.
It is an honour and privilege to be on Between the Banter. I think my life has officially peaked in this moment, and it's only downhill from here.
Yeah, it just won't get better.
It just
That's
doesn't get
okay.
better. Sorry, I got to...
Yeah.
At least
you could always come on
at
again.
least we have a physical recording of it.
Exactly.
Watch it back whenever you want to.
I can look back on these good times when I'm...
You can watch it back on
Yeah.
Spotify. It's on Spotify. Mm-hmm.
Spotify.
Yep. Link in the description.
Sounds good. And don't you guys have an Instagram as well?
Oh yeah, we do.
We'll have some little funny clips on the Instagram.
We will. We haven't been doing that, but I kind of want to.
That'd be kind of cool.
Putting the fucking Subway Surfers on the bottom.
Yes, people actually watch
Yeah.
it. But we're back,
Mm.
and it's better than ever.
Is it? We don't know yet.
No, and we don't know yet, but
We'll
we've
see how
been
this
hyping
goes.
ourselves up. We think that we're like completely different people.
I mean, we are, but I don't know if that comes across.
Yeah.
You know what I
so
mean? Like, there's only so much you can show, but
we have our best guest yet,
yeah,
Tyler.
favorite best guest yet.
Tyler, otherwise
Number
known
one,
as the pork,
the goat. Oh, the pork.
the pork.
Yeah, no, the goat is reserved for someone else. But yeah, the roast pork. Not sure how to feel about that one.
Can we get an insight on Tyler being called the pork? Because we always say, haha, it's the pork, but we never ask the pork how he feels.
Mm.
So we got to get it inside.
Oink, oink.
Insight and into
The
what?
origins,
The
all
origins
of
of
it.
the
Day in
roast
the
pork?
life of a pork.
the life of
Day
a
in the life,
pork.
how you feel, all of this stuff.
How do you stay fat? All that.
All right, let's get into this. So, the origins of the roast pork.
I don't think I know the origins.
Well, you don't know how the name came about?
No, I don't. Was it? Oh, it was during...
No, it was
Oh,
yours.
yeah. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out who's going to be listening to this before I disclose this information. Because my parents could very well go, "Oh, you're on a podcast. Let's find out what podcast you're on." What the fuck? So I got to work out how I'm going to word this.
Well, you can say you were placed on a cooking device
I was.
That's the origins.
That wasn't that,
voluntarily.
no, it came about.
Voluntarily.
Okay, it came about due to old mate Will. Old mate Will, and this is a hypothetical story. Okay?
Hypothetically,
This is only hypothetical.
Allegedly.
But old mate Will, he took some substances.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Not trying
This
to
is
get you guys
incriminating.
demonetized. Just substances. We don't know what kind of substances. Okay.
well, he loves his
Legal
succulent
substances.
Chinese meals.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He had a very succulent Chinese meal, or actually an ancient Japanese meal.
Yeah.
He had an ancient Japanese meal, and now this meal altered his mental state, and in that mental state, he decided that I am a roast pork that needs to be killed. So that's how that came about. In his altered state of consciousness, something deep within him decided that I need to be killed. And hence,
Still do.
the roast pork, came to fruition. So that's the origins of the name. I can't believe it's still gone on for about a year now.
We're still hungry. You know
You
what I
guys-
mean?
Hasn't happened. The prophecy hasn't been fulfilled yet.
Yeah. Yeah, look, schoolies will be when the prophecy gets fulfilled. I'm more than willing to die on schoolies. Because my life has
Oh
peaked
my
in
God.
this moment anyways. I may as well just die
That's
on
true.
schoolies and call it a day.
That's true.
But yeah,
I don't know what to expect, honestly, for school.
it'll be interesting because we haven't. There'll be a lot of people there that we haven't spoken to since school finished,
Yeah.
and it's going to be
And we kind of have no
very
reason
interesting.
to. Like,
Yeah,
not that we don't like them. It's just naturally you...
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
No, I'm saying with every school and things, like, friend groups grow, like, further away just because...
That's
not
just how it
friend
goes.
groups, just, like, kids in general.
yeah.
Just
yeah.
because you
No,
don't,
you
don't
don't
see
have
them.
that routine seeing them every day.
Yeah, that's the only good thing about school. Like past a certain point, like I think with us, our school was fucking just downhill. Like for the past couple of years, and especially looking at the shit they're doing now,
Oh god.
like it's not it.
Oh, the middle school.
Oh,
Is that what
it's
you're talking
fucking
about?
stupid.
I don't understand.
what is that?
Well, isn't
It's like year 5 to 8 are together.
Yeah, or
Yeah, that's
something.
really
and
weird.
then senior school. They're trying to. I don't know. I think they're trying to be like a GPS school or like some fucking American school, like freshman and sophomore and
Yeah,
shit.
tell them they're not that guy, pal.
No,
at least it happened after we left.
yeah. I'm glad we left. Glad we left.
It's true.
Yeah.
Anyways, we said we wouldn't go into school.
That's true.
And we just did.
With
so.
school, no, well, not too much.
Rules are meant to be broken. That's.
We can talk about
Exactly.
schoolies.
We can't talk about schoolies.
I'm
It's
not
fucking
going on schoolies.
expensive.
Except Oscar's not going.
What are you doing for equivalent?
Oh, I'm not doing anything. I don't think. I mean, I might go on a
Couch
trip.
potato. Antisocial.
Yeah, but like it costs too much money.
That's valid. That's very valid.
You're
it
not
costs
wrong.
like $1,000. So where am I gonna get that from?
Yeah.
A
I'm
We-
trying
we-
to get a job right now.
We had to pay $1,200 each, and that's before anything we spend while we're at schoolies as well. Because
Yeah.
I know we're going to be spending a fair bit.
Especially all the
No.
bars and the fucking
Food and drinks. Fuck me.
$20 for one cocktail or some shit.
That's what they do. That's how they make their money, though. They love.
It
They
is.
love schoolies. Schoolies is like. It's the money. The money comes in.
Yeah. The evil company. Fuck schools.
Isn't schoolies actually like a company? as
Yeah,
well?
it is actually a
They are,
company.
yeah.
That's so.
It's a monopoly on the market. It's like Band-Aid. You know Band-Aid is a brand? It's not actually
Yeah.
a product. Did you know that,
I learned
Oscar?
that recently.
Yeah.
I
Do
think
you
I
know
saw
that,
a
Oscar?
video.
I kind of like that was like floating around my head. I used to call all of everything band-aids.
No, everyone does. I'm just saying it's a...
No, sorry, I used to call bandages band-aid, and I have like a little cut on my finger.
No, Bandage is just like the thing you wrap around. Band-Aid
Yeah, no,
is
exactly.
like... Band-Aid is this on my finger.
That's
It's,
exactly.
Like,
So I
sticky.
used to like cut my finger like a little bit, and I would go and I'd be like,
Deliberately?
huh?
Did you like
No,
deliberate?
accidentally.
Okay.
Like on a Coke or something, and I'd be oh, can I have a bandage? And they look at me and they go, why do you want a bandage? It's just a little cut. Are you like stop acting like a baby? And they go, no, please, I just want a band.
You still like that, Oscar. I hope you know that.
Yeah, of course. I want to bandage up my little cuts.
Like in Fortnite, Medkit. That's
Oh,
back now.
Everyone's playing Fortnite again.
Yeah.
I remember 2018. That was the big play, but now, and then everyone used to make fun of it. I mean, like, oh,
Yeah,
you're playing
it's-
Fortnite.
They must be making so much fucking money. Like the day it went back to OG or whatever, it made like
They had the most concurrent players in history.
On the
that's
day back,
crazy.
On the,
even.
I think it
before
was the day
28.
back. Yeah,
That's crazy.
before
But
any
they can't
of
do
it.
that again though. You can only do that once.
They can't. That's a one trick pony right there. But
Well, they've been
Yeah.
having resurgence every couple of years.
they have
so
been. But I'm not sure how they're gonna resurge it after
After
one.
this, that's a big.
They're
marketing
just
plan, though.
riding this wave of
Yeah,
hype. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a bad game. It's just accessible and easy, and
It's just the
there are
play
some,
base.
there are
though.
some like there are
Yeah.
some sweats on that game.
all like the little 12-year-olds on Fortnite and playing.
Nothing else to do.
Exactly. That's what
They need to
do.
run around, bro. These kids need to go outside.
they do.
Get some sun on them.
Yeah, some vitamin D. They're all pasty as hell.
It's true. They do need to go outside, have
Like,
some sun.
Kids
have a-
now, their default is to sit in their room. I know we sound like fucking boomers here, but like
Yeah, we
honestly,
just
when
turned
you look
18
at it,
now,
it's
we're-
like kids' default is like sit in a room and
Yeah.
like scroll through TikTok and rot their brain. and their default isn't to go outside. Then that's a problem.
That is a problem.
It is a problem, and it's going to be a huge problem with Gen Alpha. Like,
Which one's that?
it's the
Oh, they got all the crazy names. Gen Alpha. Is that the? Who's that?
Well,
Gen
they're kind of running out of
yeah.
fucking alphabet.
No, Gen Alpha is so the oldest Gen Alphas will be 13 this year. So
Can't count. How?
so from like
2010. That's crazy.
from 2010 onwards. Yeah.
Okay.
2010, they're turning 13 now.
Yeah. So and yeah, it's going to be a huge problem because they're all growing
Especially
up.
AI. the fuck.
Yeah. AI and TikTok is more prevalent than ever.
Somehow it's still going.
No, that's
Yeah.
gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah, well,
That's TikTok is
because
crazy.
everything's converted to vertical, which is so annoying. Like
converted to what?
All this
like vertical content.
yeah, all the short form.
No,
vertical
everyone,
content.
you could literally be on that for like 2 hours.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah,
Just be on
The,
2 hours.
the
and
average
that's it.
screen time is like 5, isn't it?
something like
Or
that
7
these
or
days.
something fucking
It's fucked.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like I think if you calculate if people live to I think it's 80 or like about 80 and they spend the average screen time on a screen for those 80 years, it's like 17 years on a screen or something.
That is so.
Because it's like a percentage of
Yeah.
80 years and percentage of your day. So 17 years on, like, and obviously it's not just TikTok, but it's personally as like someone who makes like videos and filmmaker and actually has a passion for it. It's just annoying to see kind of movies are still movies. That hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
And there's been some good ones recently. But just to see that like video has been like, I don't know, broken down into this like almost laughable like way
Yeah.
too accessible thing that people take for granted.
That's true, and there's literally people on TikTok making a living off taking someone else's video. They throw it into an AI and it just generates on-screen text.
And honestly, I don't blame them
Yeah,
because
it's
it's
the
so
easiest
easy
thing
and they
in the
can make
world.
money.
but the whole creativity part is just gone,
Yeah.
and
But,
it's
like,
fucked.
How
Like-
bad is that really though? Because people would, you could say that people would say the same about YouTube. They would say like, oh, they've broken down the video format. into
Honestly,
this.
no, though, because YouTube, it kind of is based on. It's based on retention, but in a longer format. And obviously,
Yeah.
what's important is also the aspect ratio. It's horizontal, which is actually important because still,
How?
what?
How's that important? How's the aspect
Because
ratio
I'm
important?
saying traditionally video was horizontal.
So what?
Like
But like I'm saying, it's easy to say that now though. Like, what if in the future we find other justifications for why TikTok is just as presentable as a format?
Well, we know because it's
Well,
everything's integrated.
think
We
about
know
it,
why.
like you're not going to go into a cinema and watch a movie portrait. There's something about the horizontal format that's just a lot more, I guess, immersive.
Are you saying worse?
No,
Just
horizontal.
different.
It is different,
It
but
is different.
But is it worse?
Why would it be worse?
horizontal
Why
is not worse.
are you saying that? You're saying that TikTok isn't good? Like
I'm
it's-
not saying it's good.
I'm just saying it's just affected the way people like view content. Like
But
if it's not in a
negatively
video,
or-
they probably won't watch it.
I would say negatively.
I would say negative.
Oh,
I would
I'm
say
just trying to
100%.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the question is why? Why is it more negative?
Yeah, so I would say it's more negative because well, there's a few different reasons. I mean, the first thing why the TikTok format is negative is because obviously it's short form content.
I agree with that.
Short form
I think that's
content,
pretty-
it's
yeah.
taken off hugely in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And look, short form content in itself is not inherently bad,
No.
but when you're like one of these kids spending 5 hours of time on TikTok scrolling through, there's various studies right now that I've seen.
They call it TikTok brain
Yeah,
with the shortened retention span.
exactly.
And what's crazy is they've actually seen increased numbers in ADHD
Yes.
just
Oh, yeah,
because
of course.
just because of
Yes.
TikTok, which is like that's crazy.
Wait, how have they linked it to TikTok though?
They've literally just seen the like groups of people in countries and that use
Yeah.
like
Oh,
it's
TikTok,
actually
yeah, no, of
relatable.
course.
So like
Yeah.
obviously the more Western and obviously TikTok is technically a Chinese company, but vertical content is very
Yeah.
like in Western countries like US and England and Australia, I guess. And the access to technology, which is more like obviously the wealthier countries, they use or seem to use like all these apps more than other countries. So we see
Yeah.
it is obviously I didn't do the fucking studies, but I can tell
Yeah.
you there was a direct correlation.
No, yeah, I get that.
And the thing is, so obviously TikTok's a Chinese app, but if you go to China and you go on TikTok, it actually has a different name. Its name's Douyin, and it's very different from TikTok because after I think it's 20 to 40 minutes, it locks you out. You
So
can't spend.
That's good.
Yeah. It either locks you out or it gives you a warning. And the content that it pushes to the people that are on the app is focused on educational and healthy content. So
Not to say that there isn't any on.
not
The
not to
platforms.
say that
There
there
al-
isn't any
There
now.
will always be everything good and everything bad on all the platforms.
Yes.
Wait, no, that's crazy.
but
Wait, what?
but in China they push the educational content.
and they have a
They
limit on it.
limit the amount of time you can go on it. So
It's
what
like
is
the two
that?
bad things, basically. The two
Yeah.
most like worst things is like misinformation and then overuse. They're
Exactly.
probably the two
So
worst
China's
things.
doing it better than us.
Yeah, they know
They know
they know
what's up.
about the
Because I guess
the
they're
negative
made
effects
like
of TikTok.
But we're not going to do that though, because
No,
we
it's
prioritize.
just so much. It's just
No,
bucket
but
loads of money.
There's no chance it'll
But
happen here.
but like the argument would be that it would be like controlling freedoms and stuff and your ability to do what
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of a fair point as well, though.
It is.
I know what you mean. I
It-
think
It's about I guess when we have all the freedoms about self-regulation, and if you fail to do that, that's kind of on you, right? But it doesn't change the fact of how addictive TikTok inherently is.
I think because everyone is using it, it seems like
No, it's been
it's
normalized.
acceptable. Exactly. No, it has
Oh, no,
been normalized.
And I've heard people talk about it. They'd be like, oh, like, you know, sometimes I want to relax, and you know, I'll just go to on TikTok for a couple hours, and it's just
Yeah.
like a normal thing. It's
Yeah,
like it's like
like,
playing guitar.
It's just a default now. Like, instead of like, I've heard people saying, and I honestly, I kind of used to think this way, not to do TikTok, but it's like, why would I read a book if I can do something like play a video game
or
Yeah.
you could just watch a movie.
or watch a movie? Obviously, honestly, I'd rather people be watching movies than on TikTok because
But that's
honestly,
what I'm saying. Like
yeah,
from our perspective, no, but from our perspective, like what if? Because people would be like that in the past. They'd be like, oh, you know, why are you gonna watch a movie when you could read a book? Reading a book
Yeah.
is so much healthier for you.
it is.
But then we moved into YouTube, and people were like, "Oh, why are you watching YouTube? You should watch a movie. It's like it's better for you." And now we're going to TikTok, and we're saying like it's easy for us to say like, "Oh, why are you watching TikToks? You should watch a movie."
I still think the argument stands for reading a book, because like
Yeah, no, true.
if you actually look at every time you go on TikTok, the amount of shit you learn is so like negligible, and you think,
Yeah.
oh, here's 5 tips for this like whatever industry you're interested in. It's not useful. Like if you want to actually learn something, the internet's still there. Like I
That's
think
very
people
true.
make excuses. Like I'm also not saying I don't use TikTok, but I end up going on Instagram Reels. Like it's just the way
Yeah,
the
same
app
thing,
is
yeah.
set up.
I
Yeah,
do
no,
as
true.
well.
So it's not just TikTok. It's Instagram.
Yeah, and I'm
Reels,
also not
YouTube Shorts.
like I'm not saying I'm this like savior that doesn't use it, but at least I'm acutely aware of how bad it is.
Yeah.
And I think people know it's like, oh yeah, you shouldn't spend a long time on screens. It's not even that. Because like screen time has been an issue for a while, but it specifically the short format. We've actually seen like some kids can't watch a movie, like they don't have that kind of patience anymore, which I thought was crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
since when has watching a movie, which is like a universally like not brain numbing, but easy to do thing, how is that not possible now? Like that's like I just find it so hard to.
It's true. There's
believe.
people going into cinemas, watching a movie and going on their phone at the same time in the middle of the movie because they can't. They
Yeah.
don't have the attention span
Yeah.
to just watch the movie. It's insane.
This is what I'm saying. Like this problem is like it's like not just new to TikTok. Like people like this isn't. You could argue that this conversation has been happening
It has.
over generations
Yeah.
about like other formats. That's what I was trying to like say before. Like
No,
yeah, well, you're not wrong.
yeah,
It's
sure.
100% true.
I think it's just way easier. Like, it's been going on for a while, and you could even argue that TikTok has the same effects as the other platforms. But I think with TikTok specifically in short format, it's just easier to see the cause and effect of the the effects. You can see and I think honestly, it is a little bit worse just the way it is set up. I'm not saying obviously YouTube and all this shit. It's all still big evil company wants your attention and your money. You if you're not buying the product, you are the product. That sort of thing. But it's just easier to see the direct cause and effect of TikTok because it's so polarizingly brain numbing.
But now I think about it, TikTok does have something different to the other to YouTube and movies. It has what's it called? Short task reward type
Short-term gratification.
Short-term gratification.
Yeah.
So your dopamine systems and
Yeah.
pushing out dopamine for small tasks. Like evolution wise, we've evolved to have dopamine release when we've completed a difficult task like hunting for a pig, for the pork, hunting for wild animals and stuff. But that's a long process, and we used to get rewarded. Our brains
It used to be
reward us for
it should be hey, you should chase that feeling because it'll actually be
that. 'Cause
useful
it's
for
good for
you.
survival.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
we've evolved to have that.
We don't have to hunt pigs anymore. I
We
mean,
don't.
maybe our case is a little bit
Maybe
different.
some
maybe there's one
exceptions,
thing that we
maybe.
need to hunt. But that's that process of doing a task and getting gratification has been minimized because it was
that's-
books,
Yeah, and
then it was movies.
it gets so minimized to the point that's how iPad kids
That's how the
formed.
iPad kids come.
They're playing Subway Surfers on one half of the screen. They're playing some other fucking Minecraft on the other half.
That's even a step further than TikTok, I'd say. Having to double
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's the
And
direct
it's
result.
fucking genius. The first time I saw that, I was really confused.
Yeah.
Then when I understand, it's it's literally double the amount of
Yeah.
shit happening, and it's more audience retention. I'm like, that's so good and so
It's-
bad at the same
it's
time. Whoever thought of that
insanity.
is a fucking genius.
And a psycho.
It's this is why kids won't be able to do their times tables anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And the other thing is with TikTok, you can compare it to the other short form companies, Instagram and YouTube
Yeah.
Shorts,
Yeah,
but
They copied TikTok, but yeah.
they
Yeah,
did. But
it's all
the
the
thing,
same.
yeah, but the thing about TikTok is the algorithm is, I think it's particularly advanced. And
Yeah,
more
obviously
complex.
it's more supported. It's TikTok compared
'Cause
to
they
Yeah,
have
no,
that-
YouTube
that's what
Shorts or
their
Instagram.
entire
TikTok
app
is it's
focused on
bigger.
short
There's more
form
money involved, so
Yeah.
obviously they're going to put more effort into the algorithm.
into the algorithm.
because the app is the algorithm.
It's a lot more aggressive.
Yeah,
That's very true. So yeah, and I guess
That is true. It's really powerful.
yeah.
but you know what's kind of hypocritical? We are going to probably have short clips on Instagram Reels of this because
Yeah, we're using it.
to
We're
a
taking
certain-
advantage.
to a
Look,
certain
don't hate the
point-
players, hate the game.
But that's how you get popular though. You
Yeah,
you just
honestly,
put it out there.
one good thing, and this is quite a big thing. One good thing about these short form platforms, whatever,
Yeah.
you can go viral so easily.
Mm-mm.
And I'm not just saying, hey,
But it means
put
less to go
subtitles and
viral,
then
though.
Subway Surfers on the bottom. I'm saying, no, you can reach an audience by consistently posting. You can get thousands of viewers within a couple posts. And that,
True.
to try and explain that to someone in the 1800s, hey, you can, I don't know how to explain that. You can see thousands of, okay, well, maybe not the 1800s, but someone in the 80s.
Yeah.
It's hey, you make a little video, you put it on this small computer, and thousands of people see it without having seen it before.
It's
Yeah,
true.
that is crazy.
So that's the one. You can reach an audience unparalleled, and for some, there's that account with the bunch of African kids that do all the Michael Jackson dances.
Yeah. I've seen
that couldn't have
I've seen
happened
that as well.
before,
It's true.
and things like that. Good for them.
Yeah, true.
Because they've got millions of followers, and obviously they're getting funding for in an area that needs funding. So
yeah.
things like that is
Oh,
good.
that's true. That is true, actually.
But honestly, that is such a small percentage of what's happening. And honestly, that could have happened in a lot of the other platforms just are much easier. So obviously, new audiences are a good thing. It's just when you see the grand scheme of the use, it's just bad.
Yeah, you're right.
I wonder what the next big thing will be. Do you think there is something after
You could
this short-
argue AI. It's kind of
It
But, like,
probably will be.
in terms of like what's going to get people's attention?
It'll be something to do with
it's
AI.
the same basis. I think we've kind of been like chiseling down what is the most audience like retaining thing.
Yeah.
There's a man.
That's
There's a
Yeah.
man.
insane.
There's a man singing outside.
Yeah, the mic's
He's
picking
kind of
that up.
hitting the
Beautiful
vocals.
voice.
I heard it in the headphones.
Should I
Oh, you
close?
picked it up.
Should I close the window?
Yeah, it'd be better.
But no, it's going to get so stuffy though. We can just have the natural.
All right,
Actual
have
sounds
some
of
ambience.
Australia.
The
We'll
ambience.
have some ambience. All right.
See, that man's not on TikTok. He's having a great time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
enjoying life.
But honestly, I'm really curious. If you figure out what the next big thing is, then we can
Invest
take
in it.
advantage. Then we can
Invest in
take.
it early.
We can invest early and take advantage of that.
I'm
You're
sure
right.
there's something now. I'm sure there's some tiny little AI platform that someone made.
Now, what do you mean by AI? You mean like someone now? It's just going to.
I'm saying like some some video generator, some website or app that's
Yeah,
gonna blow up. That's already been made.
it's like a chat GPT.
Oh, do you see they did
ChatGPT.
they added photos to ChatGPT?
Yeah,
That was
it's
crazy.
getting getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
They
actually
added
crazy.
photos.
You know they have AI generated videos now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's
But
It's-
what are the specifics of the AI?
it's
generated
moving
video?
at a rate that
Of
we
the
can't
videos?
keep up
Yeah.
with.
It's the same concept of generating images.
So if you say make a video of a panda
Nah.
panda with a sombrero
No, I don't
break
believe that.
dancing.
It's true. And
That would
And-
take so much.
No,
it's
because
only
the-
like a
the
3-second video.
Yeah, the
but-
RAM, the like you think, oh, it needs so much RAM. No, it's must be off their servers or something.
Yeah, no,
So it
they
takes maybe
No, I
15
don't
they
seconds.
must have
That's-
supercomputers.
That's really insane.
yeah.
It is, and it's scary.
How does it look though? Usually you can tell.
No, so
It-
it depends. I guess.
Yeah, it
depends.
obviously.
Oh, it's gonna get better though. So that's
Obviously,
not
yeah, like this at the start of AI image generation, they all looked really funky.
Yeah,
The videos
Like,
looking
faces
funky
look,
right now.
Faces look really weird. Like people are still, like rightly so, they are the hardest thing to generate.
Yeah.
So if you avoid doing people, it's like flawless, basically.
Yeah.
no, because you can really tell with people. You can really see when
Yeah.
there's like something even slightly off.
Yeah,
about
it has the thing with limbs. It can't do limbs properly.
Yeah. But that's the scariest thing. Like and we're basically there. Like whenever we say, "Hey, we don't have this yet," it comes in a week.
Yeah. And so there was an actors strike. Did you hear about that? There's an actors strike that I think finished very recently, but
Yeah.
it was all to do with AI.
Yeah.
Because they wanted the movie companies to give the actors certification that they're not going to use their image without their permission and without giving them royalties. Because basically, what's going to happen in the future is these companies are going to be able to take some form of, I guess, scan
Yeah, like a
And
3D
yeah.
infrared scan or whatever.
and then use AI, and they don't even need the actors
No.
anymore. So they would have completely wrote them off.
Yeah.
They
I
don't
think
even
we're
need
ways
them.
away from that. Though.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
No, but the point of like a good actor is like the little inflections on their
But
faces.
they're
and-
saying a good actor can still be a good actor. They just put the face onto them.
Yeah.
So
No.
they do
Oh, yeah.
mocap.
Are you saying like it's the image?
So
it's the actor.
a good actor, nameless and just an actor, doesn't
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
who
no,
they
I see
are,
what you're saying.
does mocap or
Exactly.
normal acting, and all they do, and obviously they'd be similar build, whatever. It probably doesn't even matter anymore, but they do the acting, like a good emotional acting, and they just happen to put a different face on it.
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
face is your brand now. You can be as an actor, or even as like a company, like
yeah.
Everything's visual and video based.
It's true.
and they like it. Like you like to see like who you're buying from, like Tesla. You can see Elon Musk. He's
Well,
he's a
speaking of,
character.
he's like AI's more. What did he say?
He said AI is a bigger threat
Than
than nukes. Yeah.
I think that's probably in the future. Yeah.
He makes shit cars.
Apparently they're good.
No, they're not.
Did you see this? You can't
Panel gaps.
if you buy the Cybertruck, you can't resell it within the first year, or Tesla will sue you for $40,000.
Why is that?
I
So
don't know.
in
It's
the
just in the
terms of
it's just in the
'Cause
terms and
people want
conditions.
to resell them because they're high demand.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cool, but they're just like build.
I don't know
build
about the
quality is
Cybertrucks, but
awful.
aren't these other Teslas really good?
What do you mean other Teslas?
Like the electric cars, like the main.
Because there's Teslas are an electric car. They're one brand.
Sorry, yeah, but like, I mean, they're not Cybertruck ones. Cybertruck's a little crazy.
What, like the
No, all the
Model
other,
S
they're all
and
shit
stuff.
build quality.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're like cool tech, but like still range is an issue.
My uncle has a Tesla.
The infrastructure isn't there for charging. Like it just
That's
isn't.
yeah.
And half the time you need a generator, which is crazy to make electricity. You need a
The
diesel
infrastructure
generator.
is there though. My uncle, he just uses a plug. He just plugs it into any like socket and charges his car.
But that sort of accessibility isn't at the same level as other things. I'm not
As
saying
petrol.
I'm not
That's
saying
more
it's not going to
accessible than
happen. I'm not
petrol. Every
putting,
single
oh,
house in a modern country has a plug.
But I'm saying it's. I know what you mean, and
Yeah.
yes, but I'm just saying
We're saying like the infrastructure's in there.
it's not where companies
That's
are
far
making it
surpassing
for,
petrol.
If that makes
What
sense.
about the infrastructure for petrol? That's far surpasses that infrastructure.
What?
The infrastructure for getting petrol for petrol-based.
I'm
car.
saying sustain. Like in the future, obviously we're going to run out of thing, but we're making biofuels.
No, I mean the infrastructure for petrol. You need to go to a petrol
But I'm saying
station.
it is there. Even if it's hard to do, it's
But
there.
but the infrastructure for Tesla for electric cars is more vast because any house has a
I mean,
plug
I'm saying like over a range of, like if you're at home and you're commuting small, yeah. But I'm saying for long range, it's not there. And
I
it's not.
suppose because if you're in the middle of the like nowhere and you're trying
Exactly.
to, you have more chance to find a petrol station than
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
plug.
I mean, something that definitely doesn't have the infrastructure is the next step from electric cars. We have these you see these like hydro-powered cars starting to come, water-powered cars.
Seriously?
Yeah,
What do
Well,
you-
I'm not
That's
sure.
hyd- there's no
hydrogen
infrastructure
is not viable because hydrogen they basically burn it.
is it
with
hydrogen or is it water?
whatever it is? I think it's different. It's not water powered. It's hydrogen.
I think
so
it is
they,
hydrogen.
So take the
So
but they take the
it burns hydrogen,
from
and
water.
the hydrogen there's not zero emissions, so it just lets out water. That creates electricity to run the car, but they may as well just use electricity.
They've
if
already
that
got.
makes sense.
There's
Oh, yeah,
already
true.
there's already
that's
two
just,
cars publicly available that are hydrogen powered.
I think Toyota made one, didn't they?
Toyota Mirai
Yeah, it's like a
and
Camry.
Hyundai Nexo.
Where would you even like recharge your car?
But that's the point. There's no infrastructure for it right now. There's
It's
one.
just a proof of concept.
There's
It works.
There's one place and it's in Melbourne.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly
I
how
know
it
James
works.
May drove one. He's like, this
Yeah.
is cool, but it's just not like.
It's kind of silly.
It's not
No, not
practical.
silly,
It's
like-
not practical right now.
No, right now that's correct.
Yeah.
But what do you mean? It doesn't sound like it'd be practical any amount of time unless you
Well,
put a bunch of money into.
sooner or later we're going to run out of biofuels, so we're going to need an alternative.
Or fuels, not
People
biofuels.
say sooner
You're
or
right.
later that we're gonna run out.
We're going to run out of
Is
fuels.
that true? Apparently, there's still tons and tons left.
It's,
Well, maybe in Russia, but we can't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to say fossil fuels. We're going to
But
run out of
everyone-
fossil fuels.
But we will run out of fossil fuels eventually. But the
We'll just go find a different planet and blow it up. They'll probably.
Yeah.
That's what NASA's probably going to do.
Aren't fossil fuels created from like living animals, organisms?
No, it's from carbon. Like, yeah, I
Carbon.
mean decompose.
Broken
You're not gonna.
down
It's not like
life
you
forms.
go kill a pork and then make fuel. No, it's like
It takes millions
That's
of
what I'm
years.
saying.
Earth.
You can't take it from another planet because they don't have living organisms.
we sound very uneducated. Like, oh,
No, I
But
think
this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm trying to like point out. We don't really know what we're talking about when we say
No,
that
we
we're going to
don't.
run out of fossil fuels eventually. When is it eventually? Because that could be like
I don't know.
Yeah.
that could be
It's-
ages and ages away, or could be
I don't think
no,
it'll
there's,
be in
there's a
our
proper
lifetime.
estimate.
10 years.
It's like within the next 100 years.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's not that far away, but
Don't worry. By then, Elon
We'll
Musk
just keep
is gonna
burning
build a
ethanol in
solar
race
panel
cars.
for us.
We're chilling.
it's true.
But right now, hybrid seems like the best option. Like because then you have
Hybrid of what? Of petrol and
Yeah.
electric. Oh,
like
yeah, that's cool.
yeah. So you don't actually have to charge it because the moving of the petrol fuck. See, how am I talking about cars and I'm fumbling?
Yeah, exactly.
That's how
I know
you know.
nothing
That's
about
how you
cars.
know
I'm
this
trying
isn't
to-
my lane.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hybrids can be cool, but I like burr. I like cars that go burr and spit
They're
flames.
so quiet.
kinda like an
it
old-fashioned
feels
kind of
weird
like-
being in one.
idea though.
Hmm?
It's kind of like an old-fashioned kind of idea.
Oh,
I want my
100%.
car to go. brrrr.
Yeah, I know, but it's fun and it makes cool noises and it's. You can't work on an electric car the same.
I don't think Tav is the best opinion because you're a car fanatic. Like I
Yeah.
could not care less about cars. So I'm
That's-
kinda looking
that's
at it like-
appalling.
What's the cars? Gonna
Yeah.
be the best for the environment?
Your
That's
car's
true.
fun. It's just so small.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good now. It's not broken
Didn't
anymore.
have oil. That's crazy.
It was like the spring or the. I don't know anything about cars.
Yeah,
The,
yeah,
you know,
don't
the
worry, don't
V3 thing.
The V3. I don't worry.
You know, the piston. No, the piston. Two of them are broken.
You
No, sorry. One was broken before. Fixed it. Another one's broken. Gonna fix that. Sorry, it is fixed. So I'm assuming the third one's gonna break at some point. Then we'll fix that one.
They shouldn't though. Like, you say piston, that could mean a lot of things.
The V3 thing, isn't it?
That's the whole fucking engine. That's the engine block.
What are you
Isn't it-
yapping
isn't it
about?
the-
It's not a
piston, though?
it's not a V3 either. You can't do a V of 2 on one side, 1 on the other.
What is it?
It's an inline 3 because it's only 3,
So it's not.
and there's
it's
no
not that.
V4 doesn't really exist either.
So it's not that then.
V4 is only in this
Look,
one.
I don't really
like-
know.
Don't worry. Your car works. It's fun.
That's true.
Enjoy it.
I don't need to know what's happening.
It gets you from point A to point B. It's fine.
It does get you from point A to point
That
B.
gives me the
Not the
shits every
fastest
time
one.
someone says that. Oh, it does what it needs to. That's how you know it's like zero soul. Oh, it does what it needs to. It gets me to work.
Yes.
I like my car.
I like your car as well.
It's got good music. Like it's got good stereo, whatever. Sounds nice.
The music you choose to play doesn't dictate how good your car is.
Yeah, look. There's only a couple.
Yeah, I
things
like the
that want
music
my-
it plays. I
my
like the
car.
CD I
It's
put
a
in
sick
it.
car.
No, there's only a couple things I want in my car. All right. It can accelerate.
Well, not
hope so,
Not
but yeah.
not particularly.
No, okay, it can move. Number one, it can move. Number two, it plays good music and it sounds good.
Yeah.
And number three, the heating and cooling, like the heater.
Yeah, the windows
AC
go.
works.
The windows go up and down.
The windows go up
nice.
and down, so
Okay,
I can
nice.
change the temperature. That's
Yeah.
all I care about.
Fair enough.
Four-way independent aircon. It's windows.
Shit.
Very advanced. But that's seriously like, as this person
All
who
you
does
need.
not care about cars or looks into cars or means like the new Ferrari and whatever. That's all I care about.
I love how people like default to Ferrari. They're
Ferrari,
like, hey, cool car, which is valid.
Ferrari and Lamborghini.
Keep going. Is that
Sorry,
it?
let me.
They're the only two that exist.
Lamborghini,
McLaren.
Red Bull,
Red Bull.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. Apparently they're coming first or something like that.
They're a sponsor for F1s.
They're not. This is very
Aren't they winning?
complicated. I don't want to. If you want to talk about F1, we can talk about
No,
F1.
I don't really want to go into cars.
They're not.
We're
a
not the
sponsor. They
people to
are a
talk
to
company.
F1 myself
They're
even,
not a
like-
manufacturer. Don't worry.
I'm boring myself even thinking about even
Hurts my
Hey,
brain.
hey,
Tipping
don't be
over-
rude like that.
tipping toeing over F1. I am boring myself.
Ticking towing.
Tippy
Oh,
toeing,
tippy towing.
tippy toes.
Walking on eggshells.
We can talk about F1 if you want to.
No,
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
I would have nothing to contribute to that
Same.
I
conversation.
remember
See you going on.
we were in the car with
Yeah, you guys
Sabota,
are just fucking talking
And we
about
were
F1.
talking
I
about
was like,
F1,
what?
and Tyler's like, "Yep,
I'm just on my
Yeah.
phone doing
He was-
nothing because
didn't
I
give a
have
shit.
no idea what to say.
It
I
was
don't
hilarious."
fucking care about F1.
It's big now, basically just because of Netflix." But anyway,
Isn't F1 always big? That's like the.
no,
that's
obviously
the-
it's always
that's the
been big,
peak
but
of
it's
car.
like doubled.
Who knows? Maybe I
That's
should start watching.
Actually,
from
some people
start.
don't know. I do not care about cars, but even I know what the F1 is. And some people, I'll be like, I might even mention the F1. They'll be like, "What the hell's that?"
Well, they hear Formula One. That was doesn't matter. Let's go. Racing car.
Brr.
Doesn't matter.
That is what it is.
I know you guys don't want to talk about F1. It's okay. I'm not
Racing
gonna
car.
force it.
Brr.
Often I end up talking about cars, even when people don't like it. It's a bad.
How
habit.
did we even start talking about cars? It's
Exactly?
We
fossil fuels, AI, whatever.
fossil fuels, AI,
Yeah.
TikTok.
How long have we been going for?
39 minutes.
Are we hungry yet? Oh no, just yet.
Oh, I want some pork.
I am hungry for pork. We got the full meal right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might not be here
Yeah, you
for
won't be here for the second
after
half.
the intermission. Yeah,
You just hear some oink oink noises, and then we'll have a little.
hear some
funeral.
squealing. Hear some crackling sounds.
Oh, pork crackle.
Nice.
I don't know how ASMR these sounds are going to be. I don't know how uncomfortable this listening's going to be.
Yeah,
if
I
it's
don't
your
know.
first time listening, would this be a
Instagram.
good, Oscar? Would this be a good first episode?
Yeah, no, this is a good first episode because we're kind of like redoing everything and
Yeah,
So
and I
when
think
you-
honestly the conversation
it's a lot better.
was more like linear. It wasn't like
It's very
Train of thought,
it's
yeah.
very clear how one thing led to another.
yeah.
I think it's better that we had 3 people because there's like feel like we would have been cutting each other off.
That's
a
true.
lot more. If
Yeah,
it was another
or
person,
someone would have trying to been wait for like a segue to
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
which was annoying. But I think 3 people is the new go.
Three
3
is the new black.
3
Because you know how they
Yeah.
always say something's the new black.
3 is the new black.
Three is the
Three
new
is
black.
new black.
All right. Are we doing that little like short form format thing?
If you want to.
We like I think we were in the episode like tell us if you like the new format. No one responded to that.
There was all whenever I fucking ask anyone anything on the Instagram like
That's always a
poll
piss
or
take,
whatever,
though.
everyone takes a piss take, or it's like incriminating things, or like talk about this weird sexual thing, which I'm not surprised.
It's because
The
you need
people
to
that
reach
respond,
a
I'm
new
not surprised.
audience.
Yeah,
outside
bro,
of
we know our audience. Don't
circle.
worry. If we wanted to get cancelled, we'd talk about that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we need some short form clip to go viral. Then you start getting in.
You talk about something really controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Okay, let's talk
Israel
about.
and Palestine.
Yeah.
No, I think that's.
Let's
too-
not go there.
Now we're all thinking about it.
But yeah, no. I swear, I'll see any post ever, and then there'll like within the top 3 comments it'll be something saying like "Free Palestine."
Yeah, I know,
something
right? That's not even
in
like what the
every
video was about.
single- Like in every single post.
That's as far as we're going to go talking about that.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Related it to social media. That's all.
That was
Let's not
really.
get
The
into that.
wide audience of TikTok. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Mm. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels.
I think we should just like cut it in half here.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, it's kind of came to a natural end there.
Do we want to do an outro?
No, because we'll come back.
Yeah, we're just cutting it for now.
We just kind of. All right, guys, we're gonna break for lunch.
Yeah. I mean, can we just pause it?
Yeah, you can, but just.
I'm gonna eat some fucking food.